So as you guys know by now, there was a giant Ashley Madison leak, and I haven't discussed it much because I think it's wrong to do so. Now, save, of course, the examples of, what's-his-face, the Duggar guy. He was caught on the site. We also learned he was a pedophile recently. He's a Christian morals values guy who's always lecturing gays and lecturing everybody about what they should do in their private life. And he was on the site. So for a guy like him, I'm fine talking about it because he deserves to be outed because he's a fucking hypocrite and he's trying to influence other people. But for everybody else who's part of this leak, I'm not going to discuss it because it's none of my fucking business. And they're not public figures and they're not necessarily hypocrites. When there are hypocrites, I'll talk about it. But when they're not, I won't. So that's why to this point I haven't really spoken about it. But today I want to talk about the massive downside of the leaks because there's a great article in Raw Story and on Alternet about this. They say the following, quote, "The Ashley Madison leak, as many observers began noting yesterday afternoon, will have real-world devastating consequences on thousands of users worldwide. When the dust clears, it will be the most vulnerable among us, LGBT and women in repressive countries, that will ultimately pay the price. And unlike Josh Duggar, their price will not be paid in snarky internet comments, but rather loss of employment, family, and in some cases, possibly their lives." So, they go on to explain there are, for example, 53 accounts in Qatar where gay relationships get you 5 years in jail and adultery gets you 100 lashes. So they outed all this information, including the information of the people in Qatar, the 53 accounts, and now those people are at risk. Now those people are in danger. They might get 100 lashes. They might get 5 years in jail. If they were gay on the site, they might get 5 years in jail. If they're doing adultery, 100 lashes. Not good. Then we go to Saudi Arabia, where it's even worse. There are 1,200 users of the website there. Adultery and homosexuality is punishable by death. This just got serious. And there was even a Reddit user who's a Saudi gay man who said he's now trying to flee the country because of the leaks. And these leaks ruined his life. Can't do it, man. You can't fuck with people's lives. Now, I'm just going to reiterate something I said when we originally covered this story. When they had the information, but they didn't leak it yet, leak the specifics yet, we covered this. And I said at the time, they're going to pretend like it's about morality, and they did. They're like, oh, we're trying to prove a point here. But when you read their argument, it made no sense. Because what they said is, we're so mad that Ashley Madison didn't delete accounts when people tried to delete the account that we're going to release all the information if they don't do that. But so you're so concerned about privacy, right, that when somebody tried to delete their account, Ashley Madison didn't actually get rid of the information. You're so concerned about privacy that you're going to out everybody and do the opposite of what privacy is. And then I told you at the time, this isn't actually about morality. This isn't actually about justice. You want to know what it's about? It's about a personal beef, a personal grudge that somebody has with Ashley Madison, somebody who probably worked at the company and is mad for one reason or another, and they're committing a crime here, whether they're trying to get money out of them, or they're doing something fishy is going on here. It's not about morality. It's not about justice. Because like I just told you in these examples here, this is the furthest thing from justice. In fact, what the leakers are is immoral.